Hello and welcome to our podcast. I'm Risa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. Just as a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
Viewer discretion is advised. I know I make that joke like every so often, but
like every other week.
It depends on your delivery of that. It's like, if you want a better podcast, go to
wow. Better? You mean family friendly?
A family friendly podcast.
Thank
go
you.
to Her's very own Unlocked.
Indeed.
So I don't know what they're doing this week, so I can't
She recently interviewed Lil Jackalope again.
Yeah, but I talked. Oh, again? Okay.
Maybe. I don't remember. I see them, and then I'm like, I should listen to that episode, and then I don't. Yeah. I am so bad. But what are we talking about this time, sister?
This time we're talking about a very fun game.
Oh, so
Alibi
fun.
and Ashes.
Alibi and Ashes. On one hand, I hate this game. On the other hand, I love this game.
It's a real bag of mixed nuts.
It is. It is.
I don't think that's how the term goes.
I don't think so either. That was a Malifor there.
Just a tiny bit. I'm queen of Malifors.
Yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. But, Alibi and Ashes, what is our favorite thing about this game?
That Nancy goes to jail.
Nancy finally goes to jail.
Honest to God, that is the best part of the entire game. Nancy goes to jail for arson.
I know. It's so good. I mean, she probably should have gone to jail for, a lot of things a while ago.
In all fairness, they did take her to jail with very little actual evidence other than the fact that she was in the building.
Yeah, I guess. They've just been waiting years. They've been waiting years to be able to arrest her for something. She's been stealing my shit since she was 5.
Chief's like, God damn it! I'm just gonna put this girl away now. Yeah, no, I was looking at it again, and I was like, they don't really have any. I mean, aside from the fact that she's there when the fire starts, that's it.
Yeah. They're like, obviously, you set this on fire because you were there when it was on fire.
But, it's okay, Nancy. We're so inept at our jobs that you can still help us solve it from prison.
It's not prison.
From your jail cell. Whatever.
Indeed. Yeah. What else do we like? I like that there's lots and lots of different people to interact with and lots of places to go.
Yeah. I do like getting to see, more of definitely see more of Nancy's house.
Yeah.
And I think, do we see some of the other people's houses?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
No, because George is just sitting in Nancy's house.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's another thing that I really like is we get to be our friends.
We do. We get to Ned. We even get to be Ned this time.
Ned gets to be in on the action.
We've been Bess before.
Yeah, that's old hat.
Yeah. Bess. Gosh. What is she good for other than tormenting shop owners and getting kidnapped?
Basically. Yeah. I being Bess's old hat, I'm Bess every day.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fun. It's nice because it's not a new situation, everything for Nancy. So it's not one of those, getting to know everything. It's all so suspicious. It's okay, these are the people I've known all my life. What do I do with this information? Somebody burned down a building.
Yeah. Also, we get to learn about Carson's troubled past.
Yes. His dark past.
His dark past of being a kind of cronyism.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we sort of knew that.
I mean, he still partakes in cronyism and nepotism, so.
Yeah. After all, how many favors has Franklin Rose done for him?
I know, right?
His daughter and stuff? Jeez. 2. I know of 2.
2 times. Both had to do with archaeology.
Yeah.
So, what do we not like about it?
There's so many people.
There's too many people. It's like, I know, it's not like there's too many suspects is the thing. Because there aren't. It's the normal amount of suspects. It's just 4. Just 4 suspects. That's it. However, adding in our friends as well, it's just so many people. It's just...
Well, and then, okay, the fact that everybody interacts differently.
Yeah.
As a completionist, I have to make sure that I get every single interaction from every single character, which makes the game horribly overwhelming. I can't even enjoy Nancy being in jail.
Yeah. And then when Nancy gets out of jail, that's my favorite part. Sorry. And everyone's like, oh, guess you're not in jail anymore.
Right? Oh, you're here now.
We have to drive in this one, right?
You know, I was thinking about, I think so.
I
know we travel by map. Regardless,
Yeah.
we're either driving on the map. I was trying to remember earlier. I actually meant to like look up some gameplay so that I could.
I think we drive in it, and I hate that. I hate driving in games.
It does not like driving in Nancy Drew at all.
I don't like to drive in general. I do too much driving, so in my Nancy Drew, I would prefer to not drive. And if you guys tuned into any of my Icicle Creek streams this week, you will see why I hate driving in Nancy Drew, because I was running into shadows, and it was...
You were?
I would be like nowhere near the rock, and it would be like clunk. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I know we've said this before, but this is why Risa has me drive when we're playing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just terrible. Yeah. Awful. I hate it. A lot of the characters are also just not likable.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like we realize why Nancy's out of town so much, because people in River Heights suck. Like, they're kind of assholes.
They're hugely assholes. Like, honestly. At least they're assholes to her. Maybe they're nice to other people, but
no. Then they're like, okay, like there's Tony, right?
Yeah,
she's nice to Bess.
She is nice
Loves
to Bess.
Does not care for anyone else. I don't know how she has been a shop owner for this long, and running for I just almost said student council. I'm gonna
city council.
Yeah, that's
for student council. She's a bit old for that.
No, she's just going for it. She's pretty sure she can beat out the cheerleaders.
But she likes Bess because Bess is keeping her single-handedly keeping her shop in business. Honestly,
but yeah, that's stuff we don't necessarily like.
Another thing,
I also don't like that I don't understand. Sorry, I'm going back to it. She doesn't have. There's no evidence to put her in the jail cell.
It's frustrating because it's like, I've been waiting for so long for Nancy to get arrested, and then she gets arrested on bunk charges.
Right?
Like do your homework.
I have a slew of reasons why you should arrest her. Arson is not one of them in this particular instance. I don't.
Oh no, she hasn't purposefully caused.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she doesn't intentionally set things on fire usually.
Yeah.
Fine. Usually she just happens upon fires. I don't think that she does, but I feel like at one point she should really look at people and go, fires just sort of start around me. I mean, this is commonplace for me. Like, no, this doesn't seem weird that I was there when a fire started. This is my life.
Only when I'm on fire. Hey. Sorry. Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine.
Let's talk about our favorite character.
Our favorite character. I think it's going to be pretty obvious to anyone who's listened to us ever who our favorite character in this game is. It is obviously Deirdre.
My girl Deirdre.
Obviously. She is the only, like, despite being kind of unlikable, she's still the only likable character.
Yeah. No, she's that lovable little bitch.
She is. Like, I mean, I like Alexi too, but he's just not interesting enough.
Yeah, he's
an asshole.
He thinks he's more interesting than he actually is. He's one of those people who likes to sit you down and tell you their stories. Not that I've encountered a few of those today. They'll sit you down and tell you their stories, and they're like, and it was so interesting. Like, oh yeah, it's so interesting. No,
you're super interesting. Much, right?
Yeah.
But Deirdre is actually interesting.
Deirdre is actually interesting. If nothing else, I mean, what she's studying is super cool.
Yep.
I would have loved to have studied forensics. Yeah, criminal justice.
And I just love the interactions between her and Bess. I think that's my favorite part. Is like when we go talk to Bess.
Just yelling across from each other.
We're talking to Bess and she's like, I'm on a stakeout. I'm staking this out. And Deirdre's like, yeah, I know you're there. I mean, right?
It's just, you just see her. Bess, you're staring right at me. I love it.
Pretty much.
It's adorable.
So, our least favorite character.
Well, I've already said Tony's not a very likable person.
We have not even touched on Brenda this entire time so far.
Aside from her being, spoiler alert, aside from her being the bad guy, I really don't think about her much.
She's not a very interesting character, but she's also super unlikable.
Yeah, and then we meet her, and immediately it's like, oh, that's the bad guy.
I know.
It's like, oh, this lady, yeah.
And I just don't. Again, it's another one of those where I'm like, the motive is super sketchy.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm jealous of you. I'm gonna get you arrested because I'm jealous of you.
I'm like arrested on a very serious crime.
Pretty much. Oh,
She's a weird person.
She is, honestly. And I just hate her model as well.
Yeah.
The model is just awful. I'm sorry. Weird. And the hair is all...
And that hair, I was going to say that haircut. What is that?
It's not good.
It's not.
It's really not good. But yeah.
She and Tony just kind of...
They're just... See, Tony's unlikable because she's just... doesn't try to be likable. She doesn't try to be a civil person most of the time. It's like I've known way too many people like that. Right. She just doesn't try to be a person.
Like she's just abrasive and that's all there is to it.
That's like her entire personality is abrasive. This is the part I was having issues with. What are our favorite puzzles? I can't remember. The puzzles in this game are so nondescript. The only one I can think to remember that I liked was the lockpicking one.
I was going to say, I remember something about that.
But the thing is like this game has so few good puzzles that you go into our notebook for all of the games. This game has half a page.
Meanwhile, other games are like pages upon pages.
Yeah, I mean, like Tomb of the Lost Queen is like 5 pages.
Well, yeah, because we had to write out,
all the hieroglyphics,
nipple on
obviously.
A stick, and.
But this one, it's literally just it's half a page.
Yeah,
that's all it is, and it's just the lockpicking stuff, basically.
Yeah, it's 100% interactions, which is why it's entertaining. It's entertaining, but it's not a great Nancy Drew game.
It's not, which sucks because it's like the Nancy Drew game that is happening in her hometown with all of her friends. This should be the Nanciest Drew. Nancy Drew.
Yes.
Nancy Drewiest.
The Nancy Drewiest. The Nanciest Drewiest?
The Nanciest Drewiest. Yes. I don't know. But then the worst puzzles.
See, and there's not even worse puzzles.
I know. I really dislike the puzzle in the beginning where we're trying to get out of the burning building. Yes. And we're having to stack things up. Because those puzzles always piss me off, trying to stack things up to stand on them. I'm like, this isn't how this works. Like that one and the one in Ghost of Thornton Hall.
Yeah.
When you're trying to climb up the place, and I'm like,
the one in Ghost of Thornton Hall. No, wait, that's yeah, because it's. Yeah,
it's
I
bad.
would not advise Nancy climb up these things,
No.
because they tend to be like teetering.
I mean, honestly, especially the way we put them up there. If we were talking moments, though, our favorite moment of the game. Honestly, to me, my favorite moment of the game is being in jail and having Chief McGinnis be like, I mean, you
can walk around.
Help us.
I mean, no.
Like the moment of, yeah, you're in jail for committing a crime, but feel free to have the run of the place.
What is River Heights even?
It's just like, as far as I can tell, it's because of Carson.
She is their number one suspect, so much to the fact that they have put her in a jail cell. They have arrested her. This arrest is on her record.
Oh man, Nancy can never be a cop now. God,
Good.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the things trying to be like, and then Nancy Drew is an adult. She's a cop. I was like, have you read any Nancy Drew books? Like, she would never be a cop.
No. Be like, what do you mean you pocketed evidence, Drew?
I don't know. It was just the first thing I thought to do at the time.
No, that shit ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, but yes, that's my favorite moment of the game, is just being let out of our jail cell and being told that, if we get enough evidence from inside the jail, we can be let go.
Because that's, if you weren't Nancy, that would be an impossible task.
True. But, she's got her 3 bitches. So.
Yeah, her 3 bitches. Can we move on to least favorite? Because I have a bone to pick with this.
Okay, let's do it.
Prostituting Ned.
I forgot about
we that. Just
Ned,
smooth that over.
Ned, just go out on a date with her. Like,
Ned, you know this girl who despite knowing that we're in a relationship, makes unwanted advances on you,
and that makes you really uncomfortable all the time.
Go on a date with her so that she'll help me get out of jail.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I just want you to go on it's fine, Ned. I'm telling you to go on a date with her.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, but I don't want to. It's fine, Ned. I'm letting you do it.
It's fine with me if you go on this date, but it's not fine with me.
And then poor Ned is just like, he's just so happy Nancy's in town. He's like, I'll do whatever you say.
I mean, pretty much.
Poor Neddykins.
I totally forgot about that part. To be honest, that almost falls under best moment for me. Not worst moments.
Manny _0. My least favorite characters are the flavors of ice cream with nuts in them.
Completely agreed.
Yes.
Honestly, all of the ice cream flavors and stuff, always amuse me, at least.
Yeah. They amuse me, but there's like maybe 3 I'd want to eat.
Like there's a cake batter one, and I'm like,
I'm sure that there's at least one with peanut butter in it that I would eat.
There's a peanut butter banana one, if I remember correctly. But then the ice cream, there's a peach ice cream that I want to try. I got super off topic. I don't care.
Okay. I didn't think you did, because we addressed a comment in the chat.
I guess.
Sorry. Yeah, no, but okay. What else? What else is there to say about this game?
This game, it's like, on one hand, it is actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about that in the past, that it ends up being a pretty, fun game. All in all, it's a good mystery because it feels very Christie in a way. But that's partially because there are so many suspects, so many people. That's why it ends up feeling, I don't know, very, very Christie to me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we've had it under one of our favorite mystery games. When we did that one.
We did, didn't we?
We did.
Didn't we?
In our top 3, top 5s. But so it ends up being like a good game, but like you said, it's just not very Nancy Drew.
It's not.
And that's what makes it just kind of like, eh.
It's a weird game. It leaves me feeling confused.
Yeah.
How do I feel about this game?
Yeah. Okay. Let's come up with some crackpot theories. Are you gonna have one this time? Because even, to be fair, last time, even the people who usually leave comments on our YouTube videos with their crackpot theories could not come up with crackpot theories. So, we don't have to feel bad.
Yeah, that's,
My crackpot theory is that it is all the Yakuza. The Yakuza behind it. The River Heights Yakuza.
Yeah, the River Heights Yakuza.
Yeah. They, it's actually just all of them. And Brenda Carlton was just their pawn.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's all because Carson owes lots and lots of money to the Yakuza.
That explains it. That does it.
Because, he likes to gamble. Okay, your turn.
He's a monster. It was actually Nancy's mom's ghost that set the fire. She's trying to finish off Nancy once and for all. Because in part she blames Nancy for her death.
That's terrible. That's not good, clean Yakuza fun.
No, but I had one. I was working on one about Brenda earlier, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh. See, but that's the thing. Crackpot theories have to be for the moment. Otherwise, they're not nearly as insane.
Speaking of crackpot theories and insane.
This sounds good.
So I've been working on this spreadsheet, right? What I have here is a list of all the games, and then the games on this side. And so I'm marking where they all intersect. Like references, characters, things like that intersect. So that I can form a more educated version of my multiverse theory. So I can tell you which games are in which universe. This red one here, that's Secret of the Old Clock. Because it does not go with anything else. Secrets Can Kill has had no crossover either. It's interesting.
Other than with itself.
Yeah, no, it just has its own little.
So it has its own AU is my issue. Secrets Can Kill has an AU where it's just... Okay, so if you guys think that we are completely wrong about Alibi and Ashes and it is the most interesting game of all time, please let us know.
On our uninteresting, just weird.
So please tell us what you think on our Tumblr, our Twitter, our YouTube, our SoundCloud. Again, I will suggest dreams. I'm very,
yeah.
I'm open. I'm open to the dreams. And remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, and Twitch, so you can know when we're doing things and what we're up to.
Yeah, so you can stalk us at every moment of every day.
I know, that's what I do to all the people. I'll stop.
Basically, though.
But thank you so much. I'm Risa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.